You could tell that his heart and soul was poured into every single note.
Tonight, friends are remembering a talented musician, one of two people shot and killed at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. A man was arrested today for that shooting.
Investigators say the suspect is a current student who knew the two people killed inside a dorm room Friday. 9 News reporter Kelly Rinke shares how the victims are being remembered.
Even for those who only knew Sam Knopp for a short time, one thing was clear. Music was his passion.
He played with conviction that you don't see in a lot of young guitar players.
Anthony Scornavaco says Sam joined his band not long after his junior recital at University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Really means a lot that everybody could make it see it. So
Anthony says he only called Sam a bandmate for a few sessions. Sam was just too good.
His style and our style wasn't really meshing all that well. And to be honest, he was just far too skilled to be in our band because he overshadowed everyone. Seeing someone lost at such a young age who had so much more life to live was just devastating.
Anthony learned Sam was one of the two people police found dead in a dorm room Friday. Then Monday, investigators arrested 25-year-old Nicholas Jordan, a UCCS student. They say he knew the victims, Sam, who was also a student at UCCS, and 26-year-old Celie Montgomery, who was not a student.
It was like it really kind of hit home.
He's a young talent who will be missed for the notes he played and the example he set for pursuing his passion.
And he was going for a degree in what he truly loved.
Now, investigators say they had a warrant for Jordan's arrest late Friday night. Jordan's employer told me today that he was arrested this morning at a job site where he was going to direct traffic around construction in a neighborhood. Alex.
Kelly, you learned a little bit about Celie today, too.
Yeah, a coworker told me that she was quiet, shy, but always seemed to find a way to brighten up a room. As she also told me she is a mom of 2.
All right, that is devastating. Kelly, thank you for the update. You know, also today, hundreds of student staff, community members, and police officers walked in solidarity on the UCCS campus as a sign of support. The university hopes this will show students that they are not alone in their grief.
Healing is different for everybody, so hopefully folks feel coming together. This just helps a little bit of the healing process, but we know this is going to take weeks, months, years for everyone to get past this tragedy.
The university is planning to host 2 community forums tomorrow, one for students and then another for faculty and staff. Along with university services, you can also reach out to Colorado Crisis Services. You can call the number on your screen, 844-493-8255, or you can simply text TALK to 38255. We also have this information on our website, 9news.com, if you just search mental health resources.
Live look now at downtown Denver. Ball Arena is quiet tonight. Avs are back to host the Canucks tomorrow night. Nuggets aren't back from the All-Star break till Thursday when the Wizards come to town.
All right, checking in with Kathy. Beautiful day today.
Absolutely, Alex, and it's only going to go warmer tomorrow. We were 10 degrees above average in the mid-50s. Tomorrow in the mid-60s we go as southerly winds increase ahead of a California storm that's creating issues for Santa Barbara, San Diego, Los Angeles, flooding issues, mudslide issues, series of storm systems hitting that part of the country, and another piece of energy headed for Colorado. We'll be tracking the snow in the high country by this time tomorrow night. Denver, we've dropped down to 36 degrees here, 42 in Pueblo and 41 in Lamar. High clouds coming into the Front Range, but all the moisture stays up high and actually not enough snow to warrant any winter weather or travel advisories. For the next 24 hours, the accumulation amounts will be light. In the next 48 hours, the mountain snow really does start to pick up. For Denver this evening, comfortable temperatures in the 40s until after midnight when those numbers drop off. Coming up, we're going to talk in detail about the midweek storm, and if Denver has a shot at seeing some rain or snow, we'll give you the timing of that and the mountain snow outlook.
Kathy, thank you. People are calling for more oversight of Colorado's funeral home industry again as police investigate a former funeral home owner. Police in Denver are still looking for Miles Harford, who's accused of leaving a woman's decomposing body in a hearse in the backyard of his rental home in southwest Denver. He's wanted on charges of abuse of a corpse, theft, and forgery. We've also seen charges for former funeral home owners in southern Colorado and the western slope. Colorado used to make funeral professionals get a license and pass a test, take classes. Well, until 1983, when the state decided to deregulate the industry. The man who led funeral directors is asking for more funding to keep regulations in place. They say he's warned the legislature a long time ago about the risk of deregulation.
If you do this, you're going to end up as a dumping ground for states that have taken licenses away from funeral homes and funeral directors.
Colorado is now working at re-regulating funeral professionals. Blackburn warns even with new regulations, it'll take a while to weed out the bad ones who've come here from other states.
A teenage girl was paralyzed at a ski resort nearly 2 years ago when she fell from a ski lift. Her family claims the ski industry should have done more to protect her. As 9 News reporter Rachel Krause shows us, this case could have ripple effects for safety laws for our state's ski industry.
There has to be a balance between promoting that economic activity and providing a safe place for skiers to come and ride our chairlifts.
The top court in Colorado will have to determine whether the ski industry can be held accountable for keeping people safe on a ski lift. The case stems from March of 2022, when 16-year-old Annie Miller came from Oklahoma to ski at Crested Butte.
And as she was trying to get onto the lift, there was a problem getting properly seated. And as the lift took off and went up the mountain, her father and others were yelling at the lift attendant to stop the chairlift. Nobody stopped it.
Her dad held on as long as he could.
And she fell 30 feet, hit the hard ground below, and is now paralyzed.
A district court dismissed the Miller family's claim early on, saying the law protects the ski industry here. The family's attorney, Bruce Braley, pushed back, saying the ski industry's standards should have kept Annie from getting hurt in the first place.
They failed to meet the highest duty of care. And that's why this case is so important to every skier who comes to Colorado and signs a waiver where these resorts ask them to waive all liability for anything that they could have done wrong.
In oral arguments, Crested Butte's attorney Michael Hoffman says those who go skiing are knowingly accepting the risk to their safety.
The Ski Safety Act requires skiers to have the knowledge and physical dexterity to load the lift. And so I think the notion that the skier has no responsibility is inconsistent with the Ski Safety Act itself.
Now, justices will decide what's protected under Colorado law and what can be waived away.
We have a situation where the legislature is saying, hey, ski industry, these are standards that we expect that we are requiring you to keep. And yet the ski industry then turns around and says, well, that's nice of you, thank you, but we'll just make people waive and be done with it. That's something about that is wrong.
Now, both sides have made their case, and the Colorado Supreme Court is likely to issue their decision on this sometime in the next few months. Now, how they rule will determine how ski areas are held to account on safety and if waivers will allow them to continue to claim immunity from accidents when they do happen.
Really interesting and certainly far-reaching. Rachel, thank you.
A rock climber survived a fall from more than 120 feet over the weekend in western Colorado. The Mesa County Sheriff's Office says the man was on the Tooth and Claw climb in the Mother's Buttress area south of Grand Junction when he fell. The Sheriff's Office worked with 3 other agencies to rescue the 48-year-old, and they flew him to the hospital in a helicopter. The Sheriff's Office says he is in stable condition tonight.